The Seattle Seahawks drafted Byron Murphy II, who in my opinion was the best defensive player available in the 2024 NFL Draft. And today we're going to analyze this guy's tape. We're going to go over a number of plays and really just watch what this guy's going to ultimately bring to the Seahawks. Starting with this first play here, one of the things you're going to notice with Murphy is the guy plays with great leverage. So on this play here, you see that it's a split zone. So number 73 and 52 are going to double team with the hopes that they're able to either reach and fully seal this guy off, or at least push him out of the gap so the running back can hit this to the inside. But you're going to see Murphy do a phenomenal job not only mirroring number 73, but he's going to get his hands on the inside chest plate to 73. Both hands land right to the inside. He's going to stand up number 73, not give up the ground. He's going to get off the block and he's going to blow this play up. Byron Murphy, to me, is a very, very underrated overall player. Run defense, pass rush, very underrated. And it is interesting because some people think that Murphy is only a good pass rusher. He only has upside when it comes to pass rushing. But when it comes to run defense, he does so many little things that I think do go overlooked. So on this one here, he's going to do a great job mirroring number 52. He's lined up as a nose. He's going to mirror number 52, who is trying to reach on him. He's trying to pass him off to number 73, the right guard. And you see on this one, he does a great job keeping the hands on number 52. He's going to hold the block, which is going to allow his linebacker here to basically go free and get into the run fit. And that linebacker is going to make the play. Now, on this play, what should have happened is the center should have climbed up to the linebacker and the right guard should have gotten in front of Murphy. But Murphy's going to do a great job staying with the center. He's going to mirror him. He's going to try to stay as close as he can within this gap, which allows the linebacker to basically go free. The center is not able to reach up. And these are the little things that Murphy does on tape that is going to be overlooked. But of course, we'll get into it as we kind of go over this film breakdown. Let's go ahead and get to the next snap. Alrighty guys, let's go ahead and really get into the tape. I want to start with some of his run snaps specifically because I think his ability to defend the run is better than what people realize. So you're going to get Murphy here who's going to just straight up explode right through the gap. One of the things you're going to see with Murphy is because he is so athletic, because he's so quick, he's so twitchy. Oftentimes, he just beats people at the point of attack. And this is something we saw Jalen Carter do a whole ton as he kind of came out as well. You know, when guys are going to try to reach, this play here specifically is a split zone. You'll see the tight end come across the formation. All of these guys are going to step over here to the left. Well, when a center is going to step over here to the left, if you're athletic enough, you can just jump right to the inside. And the guard may not be able to get to you because you're so quick and you're so fast. And that's exactly what Murphy does on this one. The center is going to step over here. Murphy's going to get the right hand under the shoulder pad. The left hand's going to come underneath. He's going to rip past it. He's going to jump in the gap. And this is exactly how you blow a play up. When Murphy ultimately sets up here the way he does, the running back cannot now hit this to the outside. The running back can literally only hit this over here to the left. You got a guy coming off the edge. You got another guy in the gap. There's just nowhere the running back's going to be able to go. But that really starts with Murphy getting in there, penetrating the gap, and really resetting the line of scrimmage. You got another really nice run snap by Byron Murphy. He's going to do a great job going up against the left guard. You got a zone run, so the left guard does have a reach block. And once again, Murphy's going to just use that quickness, the athletic ability he has. And he's going to make sure that the guard here is not going to be able to get out in front of him. Now, if the guard is able to get out in front of him, what that means is there'll be a natural cutback lane off of that guard. But the fact that as the guard gets out of his stance, Murphy quickly sees it. And he's going to just mirror the guard. He's going to once again get both hands right to the inside chest plate. He's going to bench press this guard off of him. And he's going to create the leverage. And because Murphy's sitting in this gap, the running back has no other option other than try to bounce this all the way to the outside. The little things that Murphy does on tape is unrecognized, in my opinion. But the guy's a phenomenal run blocker, phenomenal pass rusher. And we'll definitely get into some of his pass rush technique here in a second. But I do want to just kind of focus on some of his run game specifically first. Now, another thing you're going to see a ton with Murphy is he's going to drop his knee a lot against double teams. This is something you'll notice over and over and over again if you guys watch his tape. And there's nothing wrong with that. This is a technique that some of the best run defenders utilize. So you'll see it here when he gets double teamed, he's going to drop the left knee on the ground. It's something that allows guys that play with great leverage. Of course, Murphy's one of those guys. It's going to allow these guys to hold the double team block a little bit better. Now, Murphy does have to get stronger, and that is definitely something that you'll notice on tape. He'll have to continue to get stronger. It's not that his strength is a weakness necessarily, but I think as a defensive tackle, especially in the NFL, the double teams are going to really attack Murphy running duos and those type of things. But in this one, he does a pretty good job holding the ground. He does get past the guard in the sense that he's able to kind of reset himself. He doesn't get moved a ton. But I do like the technique. I think it's okay. And it is something I just wanted to quickly point out. Let's get into the next snap. You got a really solid job by Murphy on this one to get past the block. The right guard is going to block down on Murphy, and Murphy's going to fight right through the block. He's going to get over the block. He's going to basically make the entire play here. To me, the thing with this play is without the right guard blocking Murphy down, the play doesn't work. The interesting thing with this play is the guard does have the angle, so he should theoretically be able to get to the side of Murphy. And you'll get a couple of guys here that are going to kind of pull out in front of the running back. The play should work, but again, it's really reliant on this down block here. The fact that Murphy is going to just get over the top of this basically ruins the entirety of this play. All right, Murphy does a great job with the hands, locks him right in. He's going to push this guy back. He's going to get over the top. And when Murphy gets over here, the top to the left, what ends up happening is now you got all these backside pursuits. You got all these guys on the backside that are going to come free because of Murphy there. Just a really, really nice job. Let's get into the next snap. Alrighty guys, let's go ahead and just switch focus. Let's go ahead and get into Murphy's ability to pass rush. One of the things you'll notice is he's so athletic. He's so great at changing direction that sometimes guys aren't able to switch properly. Guys aren't able to make up the ground because Murphy's so explosive. And here's a great example of him just straight up blowing this play up. That's a great pass right there by the quarterback to the wide receiver. But look at how quickly Murphy gets in there. I mean, this is unheard of to be able to get there as quick as he ultimately does. But this is what Murphy brings on tape. Play in, play out, explosive football player, changes direction really well. And he's just one of those guys that I think for the Seattle Seahawks, the upside, especially when it comes to pass rushing, we don't even really know what this guy's going to ultimately develop into. And we're going to get into some of his pass rush. Let's just go ahead and get right into it. Talk about a guy that has insane athleticism. This is part of what you get. And this is a little thing, but I just kind of want to show you guys the snap really quickly because we came across it. This is hard to do, man. A guy's trying to cut block him and he just jumps right past him. As a defensive tackle that weighs almost 300 pounds, that right there is not normal. To be able to move your legs the way he does here to kind of avoid the cut block, that's a fantastic job right there. As you guys will see, most defensive linemen, when they're going to avoid the cut block, keep an eye on number 88 here. The way to do it is to get your hands on the defensive lineman and kind of jump backwards. That's the way that you're going to be taught how to avoid the cut. You see it here again. The defensive end there is going to slow down. Both hands are going to land. And you see the other D tackle kind of do it similarly as well, but he doesn't move as well. But to me, the way Murphy avoids this is phenomenal. It just kind of speaks to the athleticism that this guy has. Really, really nice job. Let's get into the next snap. Another thing you'll notice with Murphy when it comes to pass rushing specifically is he's a high effort player. So you get a lot of plays like this where, you know, he'll be double teamed, and that is one thing to note. In college, he was really the guy that everybody kind of focused on. On this one, he obviously gets the sack. You'll also see that it's the other defensive tackle, Trevonte Sweat, who ends up getting the pressure first. But do note, the slide here is to the right, so they're going to double team Murphy. And that's just a natural thing that's happened over the course of the season because teams recognize the type of player Murphy is. So with that, you see the effort that he gives on this one, and it's going to lead to him getting a sack. Absolutely love this play. Absolutely love the effort. Let's get into the next snap. Check this play out. So you're going to get a 5-man protection by the offense, and you're going to get 4 pass rushers. So it's 5-on-4, and you're going to see the one guy that's going to get double teamed is Murphy, and he still ends up winning, and he still ends up getting to the quarterback. I mean, this right here by Penix is just a really nice job to avoid the pressure. And this isn't a bad play on Murphy. In fact, this is phenomenal by Murphy. You don't expect defensive tackles like Murphy to be able to get to quarterbacks like Penix who move really, really well. But again, the thing with this play that you can take is the fact that Murphy is still able to get home. All right, he's still able to defeat the double team. The guard here is going to initially punch Murphy to slow him down. Murphy's going to punch him with the right hand, get right around him. Left hand's going to land on the shoulder pad of the center. He's going to pull him forward. Right arm's going to come right over the top. And he's won the rep. He's beat the double team. And the crazy part of this is he beats it so quickly. He beats the double team before the other guys can basically beat their guys. This is what Byron Murphy's going to bring to the Seattle Seahawks. He's so explosive. He has pretty good pass rush technique. Of course, he can continue to develop that. But that's just a really, really nice snap right there by Murphy. Here's a pretty nice pass rush by Murphy. He's going to recognize the guard pulls. He's going to swat down, get the left hand underneath the center here. And then he's going to end up with the guard, and you're going to see he's going to basically beat the guard as well. So just a lot of different moving parts within this play. First and foremost, love how quickly he recognizes the guard's pulling. The right hand's going to hit the center. Left hand's going to come underneath. The center's going to pass him off to the guard. He's going to make contact with the guard. And this is where his pass rush technique kind of starts to come. You see him straight up push and pull. And the right hand's going to come over the top. And he's going to beat this guard here. And now he has a free shot at the quarterback. But of course, as you guys know with Murphy, offensive linemen know where he's at all times, right? That's kind of the thing that I noticed watching Texas tape. Everybody focused on Murphy. He had slides his way, guys the way number 56 does here, where 56 is going to hit Murphy and then pass him off. That's something that teams did a ton against Murphy to kind of slow him down a little bit and make sure you're getting at least 2 guys to touch him. But again, you see Murphy with the pass rush upside as well. He knows how to push. He knows how to pull, get the arm over the top. So it's just a little bit different when it comes to pass rush technique. Pretty solid. Let's go ahead and get to the next snap. Just to kind of touch a little bit more on the athleticism, one of the things you're going to notice with Murphy is he does this a lot, and that is he beats people with kind of the movement skills. You'll see on this one here, he's going to be able to get off the block, and he's going to get to the quarterback. He's going to pressure him at least a little bit. So he's going to lock in. He's going to defend the run first and foremost. Love how he gets 2 hands on this offensive lineman. He's going to bench press him. He's going to create that separation. And then look at him here take steps to the left. And as he takes those steps to the left right there, the center is going to try to match that and mirror it. Murphy is going to quickly change direction and he's going to hit it to the right. And when he does that, that is because he's athletic. He has great footwork. He moves really, really, really well. And he utilizes his athleticism in all the different phases of playing football. All right, so it's a great job right here to generate a little bit of pressure. Let's go ahead and get into the next snap. Now, of course, as we've kind of analyzed Murphy's tape here, one of the things he will have to continue to develop is the pass rush technique. He does have a couple of go-to moves. He loves to chop guys. He loves to pull guys. And that's a really solid base. That's a really solid spot to kind of start at. But he will have to continue to develop. And that's not anything the Seahawks don't know. They definitely know that Byron Murphy has to develop. He has to get better. But the thing is the tools are there. The physical things you can't teach, guys, that's 100% there. Murphy, honestly, from a physical standpoint, has so much more room to grow than probably any defensive tackle we've seen in the last 5 or 6 years. Overall, I think the Seattle Seahawks definitely got the best defensive player in the 2024 NFL draft. I think Byron Murphy is one of those guys that as you continue to watch his tape, you realize how great of an athlete he is. You realize how great of a football player he is. Super smart. He's so much better against the run and the pass than I think people realize. And the upside is still there. The guy is so young. If Murphy just develops a little bit more in the various categories, if he gets a little bit stronger, the explosive ability with Murphy is definitely there. And I think this guy's going to become one of the best defensive tackles in the NFL. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, consider subscribing, and I will see you guys next time with another video.